There was something weirdly magical about old games. Not just the games themselves, but the feeling around them. Starting up a Wii after school, hearing the Xbox 360 start up around 2 AM, opening Minecraft when it was still felt mysterious, playing Angry Birds on your mom's phone during a road trip, or hearing the old Call of Duty lobby music before everyone got online. And somehow, those moments felt bigger than they should have, because looking back now, a lot of these games were actually simple. Some of them barely even had stories, but people still remember them years later. So what made old games feel so different? Was it the game themselves, or was it the time we played them in? Back then, games felt like actual events. You didn't have infinite entertainment 24/7. You weren't doom scrolling through 10 apps at the same time while watching a stream in the background. When a new game came out, that was the event. Kids talked about it at school for weeks, you memorized the cheat codes, you watched terrible YouTube tutorials film on flip phones, you begged your parents to take you to GameStop. And when you finally got the game, that was your world for months. Now, a game drops, people play it for 3 days, then move on to the next thing instantly. Nothing has time to breathe anymore. Old games live longer because people experience them slower. A lot of modern games are designed around keeping you playing. Battle passes, daily rewards, XP boosts, limited skins, seasonal events, notifications begging you to come back. Some games generally feel less like games and more like digital casinos fighting for your attention. But older games, most of them only care about one thing. Is this fun? Think about something like Angry Birds. It was literally bird hits this pig. That's it. But the sounds were satisfying. The physics felt perfect. The music was memorable. Or old Minecraft. Half the fun was not knowing what you were doing. Games felt more experimental back then. More creative. Less optimized. Less corporate. Developers weren't constantly chasing engagement metrics. They were trying to make something people would love. And weirdly, that made people stay longer naturally. The internet itself also felt completely different. Smaller, messier, more personal. Before algorithms control everything, you found things randomly. You discovered games through friends, through YouTube videos with 240p quality, through weird ads on flash game websites. And because the internet was smaller, everything felt more connected. Everyone remembers the same songs, the same Minecraft videos, the same Black Ops 2 clips, the same Wii Sports music. It feels like the internet had a shared culture. Now everything's fragmented. One person's entire online world looks completely different from another person's. And because content moves so fast now, nothing sticks emotionally the same way. But honestly, maybe this has almost nothing to do with games. Because when people say old games were better, sometimes what they actually mean is, I miss who I was back then. You know? Those games are tied to memories people can't recreate anymore. Coming home from school with no responsibilities, summer breaks feeling endless, playing split screen with friends that slowly disappear from your life, staying up late when the world felt huge and mysterious. Back then, the future felt exciting, and games became the background music to part of life. That's why hearing one old soundtrack can suddenly hit people emotionally out of nowhere. It's not just nostalgia, it's kinda like a grief for a version of life that doesn't exist anymore. Maybe old games weren't actually perfect. Some were repetitive, some had terrible graphics, some barely even worked, but they existed during a time when life felt slower, friendships closer, and the internet still felt exciting and new. And maybe that's actually why people keep going back to them. Not because they're objectively better, but because for a little while, they made people feel something. And honestly, that's probably what great games are supposed to do.